I think that people are very familiar with their local city governments. They have a good idea of what the state and federal government do. County is one of those levels in between that people aren't as familiar with. But the work we do is critical to protecting the quality of life for every one of our nearly 2 million residents. If you flush the toilet, if you ride a bus, if you are concerned about the quality of the natural environment, if you eat in a restaurant and want to make sure the food is pure, those are important services that King County provides. We are charged with providing regional services for everybody, whether they live inside a city or not, across King County, 39 cities in King County. But also providing local services in the unincorporated area. We're the local government for hundreds of thousands of people who live outside of any city.
So there are 3 branches of our government in all of our system at the federal, state, and local level: the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch.
As the name implies, I'm the chief executive of the county. I carry out the laws of the county. And that means that I'm in charge of making sure that we are getting our buses out on the road, that the sewage treatment plants are functioning, that we're dealing with surface water, and I think importantly that we're keeping our streets safe, courts functioning, and protecting the public health.
Council members are responsible for determining the budget for the services that the government provides. And also we are responsible for passing laws and policies. So it's more or less just like a legislative, any legislative body. It's laws and the budget primarily.
I've been a judge on Superior Court for a little over 10 years. This is my 3rd year as presiding judge. The presiding judge is selected by all 53 judges. They elected one judge for a term of 3 years to be the presiding judge, to be responsible for overall administration of the court and the budget.
King County is the 14th largest of over 3,000 counties in the United States. We have nearly 2 million people. 2 of my predecessors as county executive are currently serving in the Obama administration. 2 of them were governors of the state of Washington. This is a very significant place economically, politically, culturally.
We're larger than some states, both geographically and by population. We're more diverse than some states. We have very divergent political views in King County depending on where you live. We have many, many different cultures, many different ethnic groups. It's a very interesting, diverse, rich county.
I think people don't understand how interesting and complicated King County is. It's one of the largest counties by population in the country, and unlike most of our peers in that size group, we have a huge rural area. You know, you think of a county like a Los Angeles County or the counties in New York City. We're very different than them given the diversity of our urban, suburban, exurban, and rural areas.
This is a place that's given birth to Boeing and Microsoft and Costco and Starbucks and thousands of other companies that came out of not just the drive and determination, but the creativity and the intellectual capital that's grown up here.
We're an activist corner of the nation. We're an educated group of individuals, and we often come up with very interesting policy, new policy that is sort of on the leading edge of what local and state governments are doing around the nation. So it's an exciting place to live, and it's obviously a very beautiful place to live.
It's a challenging county to police because it requires a lot of different skills and a lot of a very broad understanding of people.
Most of us live in one part of the county. You know, we live in Seattle, we live in Redmond, we live in Kent, we live in the rural area, and that's what we know. We don't know much about the rest of the county, and I think that's something we all could learn from.